Here is the next home building project where we are going to build a little larger house. And this will be an introductory video. I will be breaking down the foundation. You can see here we don't have any anchor bolts or anything else sticking out of the concrete slab. So I will be breaking it down into sections, foundations, first level framing, floor framing, stuff like that. And I will also be using this project for remodeling, repairs, and even architectural design tips. And if the series does well, I will do larger houses. And if those do well, I will do even larger homes. Because even though I think most of us are getting away from larger houses, there is still an interest in how they are built and designed and even remodeled. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the layout here. Dining room, entry, front door. We're going to have a closet here, a pass-through walk area, and then a bathroom here, master bathroom over here, closet, shower, toilet. Then we're going to have a sink over here, bathtub. Master bedroom is going to be large enough to have a sitting area in it. And then we're going to have a large family room, living room, kitchen, and then laundry area here. And of course, we are going to have a wrap-around porch here. This is actually one of my favorite home designs, and if I was to build a house, I would imagine I would have a wrap-around porch with an atrium in the center of it somewhere. I've always liked this design, however it could be a problem having a lower sloped porch roof over these areas that could collect quite a bit of snow. So this might not be a design you're going to use in areas where it snows a lot. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at the floor framing. And in this example, we will be using truss joist along with engineered lumber for our beams and rim joist. And of course, for our regular viewers, I have to say it for those who are not familiar with my projects, and that will be the fact that I will not be able to provide you with lumber sizes, footing sizes, structural engineering information that might or might not work in your area. So keep in mind that these are only meant to be examples of things you might be able to build and provide you with a lot of different construction techniques and methods that might work for your project, even if you're not going to build something exactly like this. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at our stairwell, where we have a head out where the top of the stairs will connect to. And of course, the bottom of the stairway, going to go to a landing and then come down 2 steps. And of course, this stairway is located by the front door, which seems to be the ideal spot for a stairway. Let's go ahead and install our floor sheathing next, and then our wall framing. And since the roof is going to be a 12 and 12 or at a 45-degree angle, we are going to have some spots with low ceilings. And even though I have not put a bathroom upstairs yet, I will. And I might even put one in each room. And of course, our ridge beam and our rake walls. And feel free to leave any comments you have about this design, along with any questions you might have about the framing. And that might have something to do with layout or how I figured out a particular location of a framing component. And of course, our ceiling joists are going to be going over the deck, along with covering the deck and the interior of the house with one joist for that particular section of the home. And here's a method I might have used in some of our other videos, but you can see here where the beam is supporting the rim and the joist here for this section of the ceiling. Something that I saw a little more often a few years after I started framing, because I was working for a few different framing contractors, and eventually it became more of an accepted method for hanging ceilings or parts of a ceiling off of the floor framing or roof framing components. Let's go ahead and install our roof rafters and fascia board. And you can see how much stuff is in this model. That's why I'm going to have to break it down into sections. And of course, it's difficult to see all of the framing components. For example, this area right here would be a little easier to see without the porch framing and the floor framing in the background. And of course, that's stuff I will try to remove if I think it's going to be a little easier to see something that I need to show you, especially a close-up view of something. And I noticed that was a problem in one of my old home remodeling projects where I had diagonal floor sheathing. That just simply drove me nuts when I was trying to explain something. So I think I removed it in a few of the videos. Next up, let's go ahead and throw the roof sheathing on and go ahead and start wrapping this video up. Like I said, this is the first video in our series, and I will be breaking the house down into sections, as I mentioned earlier in the video, along with changing sections of the house to provide you with different design ideas, and even adding a garage with a walkway, or should I say connecting the house to the garage with a breezeway. And if you enjoyed this tour, make sure that you let us know by hitting the thumbs up button. And as always, thanks for watching our videos.